Okay, guys, so there's some big potato.
At the center of a cluster of apartment complexes in Miami's Liberty City lies a thriving garden.
That's a big guy.
On any given day, you can find longtime resident Nicole Fowles and her granddaughters tending to the garden.
I plant, I harvest, I groom, I eat.
Fowles is the garden manager at this sprawling urban farm set up by the nonprofit Health in the Hood. For the past 5 years, Fowles' family and neighbors have enjoyed easy access to fresh vegetables, from collard greens to eggplant.
I can just walk out my door if I want a salad and pick a salad from here. I can, if I want to make a sweet potato pie, I have the sweet potatoes right here, and so do my neighbors.
And we're really seeing healthy attitudes being adopted. So kids are growing up with vegetables in their backyards where they would not be able to do that if they were 10 blocks away from the garden.
For many families in underserved neighborhoods similar to this Liberty City community, whole foods can be scarce. These areas are identified as food deserts.
By definition, the U.S. Department of Agriculture defines as living in an area of 500 or more people, or a third of the census, who don't have access within a mile to a grocery store with fresh fruits and vegetables.
Getting to the store sometimes is hectic. I mean, you might not have a ride at that moment, or your car might not be running.
There are more than a dozen food deserts across Miami-Dade and Broward counties.
And the irony is many are next to very wealthy areas.
Yeah.
You know, so here in Miami, in South Florida, in Palm Beach, you have these great disparities.
A study by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shows that a person's zip code can have a bigger impact on their health more than their genetic code.
Food deserts contribute to almost all of the chronic diseases and conditions people are familiar with.
All of our neighborhoods is the same thing, but in the 33311, diabetes, high blood pressure and cholesterol, right? Some basic forms of cancer, like you see these things a lot, and the connectors that they're food preventable.
Chad Cherry is a resident chef at the Northwest Gardens community located in Fort Lauderdale's Sistrunk district. The area is identified as a food desert and is home to an urban farm. Chef Cherry provides nutrition education to residents who get free produce from the garden. It's run by the city's housing authority.
It's a shame because the common knowledge that we take for granted, especially me as a chef, like, yo, I know what this vegetable is, right? And I've worked with it. They don't have that, and they don't get to see this.
I eat more healthier now. I don't go and buy as much fatty stuff as I used to buy. I don't buy chips and stuff no more. I eat more out of the garden than I ever ate vegetables before.
A study by the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services suggests if as little as 1% of the population in these food deserts gain access to fresh veggies and fruits, more than 600 premature deaths could be prevented. And urban farms like the ones in Northwest Gardens and Liberty City could put the next generation on a path to a healthy future.
So we're really getting to see people's trajectories changing from growing up in food environments.
It's a big impact on me and my family. With my family, we love greens. They're always out here picking. My kids, they all, especially my 18-year-old. He will eat all of the kale and the lettuce.